So this was all captured on a set, a huge set, multiple sets. There was probably a set for every location they went to. Possibly reused, rebuilt, but they were highly accurate, built on satellite imagery captured for the Apollo program. Highly detailed, highly accurate imagery. How big were the sets? Well, they weren't as big as the entire location visible in the scenery, images and footage. That would be absurd. This was to the moon, if you could. So how big were they? Well, what you were seeing, was it everything you saw? Was it just enclosed mountains? Still too big. What's manageable? Had to be enclosed. Was it this small? No. I'm guessing around this big. Diameter, somewhere in that range. And then the background was the backdrop of sorts that you're used in movies, a very sophisticated one. This was an enclosed environment with a backdrop. The backdrop was projected with highly accurate model imagery created that matched the set. Everything was highly accurate to what the moon looked like, as accurate as possible. And then the higher detail was made up based on what they saw. There were advanced satellites, landers sent to the moon, unmanned. They took pictures and they used that as reference. The projection method was photographs of the model with soft boundaries and was laid together just like the panoramic images, which we'll learn about. Because of the nature of the moon, the grayscale, the boundaries were fairly easy to do. Here you can see mountains in Cinerama. It's very similar to Cinerama technology from the 60s. Well known by Douglas Trumbull. And here you can barely see the boundaries in the sky. You can't see them at all. You can only see them because you know they're there. And you use a little more attention. You can improve them. At the bottom, you can't see them here. At the top, you can. Here you can see the size of this projection compared to the audience. This is a graph of the setup. There's 3 projectors. This is similar, but not necessarily how it was accomplished on the moon set. But they had a camera on the model, turning around, taking pictures around the location. And what the projection allowed them to do was change the image on the background as they needed. And these are huge projections, but that's not a difficult thing. As you can see, these are moving projectors. The backdrops on the moon set were still images. And here is the calibration for the 3 projectors. They were projected and used that to calibrate the placement of the images on the screen. And no doubt they did that for the backdrop. This is an example of the moon model. And you can see the lighting. You have multiple lights on one light like the sun, and there is a boundary, but it's barely noticeable on this very simplistic model. And this is not an uncommon thing. You can see this is Star Wars and a backdrop for their Hoth scene, and that's because it's all white snow, mountains. It's not hard to make that look real enough, especially if it's on the moon, no one's seen it before, and it's just grayscale images. This is a real Apollo set built outside. That's the giant rig that holds up the lunar modules so they can practice landing the thing. It's a cheap, this is hanging from wires, so it's not going to flip over. There's doubts the thing would actually work. Here you see it's a cheesy looking set because it doesn't have all the detail that was thrown in. That looks like a model, but it's not. much more sophisticated, reasonable implementation for the hosts, obviously. And sometimes I think they do these kinds of footage to make throw people off. Well, this is the best we can do. It's the best you can do, really. So here we have examples of maps of these locations of the landings. It is generated from satellite imagery and highly analyzed. Highly analyzed. Here you can see the scale is 500 meters. So you see this kind of striping that's for the satellite passes, multiple passes, and we're probably not seeing the full resolution they have access to. Here is about the scale of the sun. I'm saying the size is, you can see you've got undulations there, you've got plenty, even fake rocks, and smaller craters. That's what you need to do. Who's going to know that? Even today, they don't have satellite imagery that gives any more detail than that, unbelievably. It's really a reduction. And here you can see the analyzation of the imagery grid. For reproduction, you can use that grid subgrade for reproduction and smaller grids. Here's an extraordinary thing. In Cider, Arizona, they used explosives to create craters based on their ages and ejecta and so forth. And this is an accurate reproduction, life size of the moon's surface to a large degree. There's the actual satellite imagery on the right. There's the striping again from the satellite passes that were joined together in mosaics. And on the left is the reproduction, life size, and that's a huge reproduction, but not as big as the set, I believe, they created for doing the fake footage. But this is an extraordinary thing. It shows you the accuracy of the mapping they had and their ability to reproduce it. Here is a computer model based on the mapping that Bell Labs created, and they used it to plan out where they go with the rover or the slopes too steep and so forth, and why not use it to plan out vantage points for cameras and so forth, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, where it's going to be problematic, and to plan out the sets. Everything was in place, full simulation program, full mapping program to create these sets highly accurately and much better than anything that was actually used in the Apollo training program. And this is supporting documentation for those Bell computer images. These are diverse maps. That means where they went. You can see the limb location. This is Apollo 11. They didn't go very far from the limb. They show points where they went to. Those funny little circles are craters. And you can see Apollo 14 here. They actually went farther out and locations where things happened. But these 500 meters, 1,000 meters here. And it's not as far as you may think. However, in 15, 16, 17, they actually went kilometers, literally 2 kilometers down below as a reference. They drove pretty far, supposedly, and there are various locations. You can see EVA 1, EVA 2. That means which day they went out, because they went on 1 EVA each day. Where certain subpoints are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wherever they stopped and filmed with the rover they had set. So someone can do their due diligence and discover how many sets they probably created. This is my simulation, just mock up again. Here we are at a landing location. This is a set reproduction, so to speak. We've got a foreground, actual sand, and in the background is the backdrop. And you'll find it's very similar to much of the footage you've seen already. And if you look more closely, you'll see later. And they have multiple lights, but they're flagged off, meaning blocking their light shining on the camera, and they overlap softly. Because of undulation in the surface, you would never notice that there's multiple lights. And here I took away the backdrop, as you can see, and this is the set without backdrop. I think very revealing. This is where they were. backed up with my colorful grid so you get a sense of the wall. Because of the nature of the moon surface, you lose distance, perception, and so forth. So we got away with a lot of that. It helped them, in other words, because you can't tell how far away because no one was moving anyway. So, and none of the footage is used for measurements. You can't use it. There's no reference to see exactly where you are. So any discrepancy can be so off as we don't know where the camera was. With no GPS, they don't know exactly where it was. So here we are. And so the model is used to create imagery in the background and identical reproduction on a different scale for the set, sand, and so forth. There's a hole in the wall needed to put the light far back to avoid diverging shadow. And here I show you where we take away the set and we're left with just the model. And of course, the astronaut disappears too. It's different. It's not going to match up perfectly. You'll find that later on when we look at the landing footage. But it's close enough, certainly, for this. Photographically, they almost definitely modified the photographs they did with the model to match with the set, and or modified the set to match with the photograph so the edge boundary was seamless, color-wise, luminosity-wise, and so forth. They maybe even adjusted it with the lights because no one's going to know that it's slightly off from it would actually be. And here we zoom in on the set again so that you can get a sense of how this was built. And if they were on set and they moved the location of the camera, they just changed